Hello guys, Roller Coaster Gamers, welcome back to another Planet Coaster video. Today, I'm going to be showing off some of the rides I've made in a new park I'm going to be calling, let's rename this, I don't know why I call it that, so we're going to call it Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus. So, I had all these rides themed to other things, so I had to change some of their color schemes slightly, or change their names. Later, I'll probably change them. After this video, I'll change them back to what they were before. But for this video, I'm gonna be doing my Greek mythology themed park. So we're gonna be going through each major roller coaster. I'm gonna point to the ones that I'm not gonna be showing because I think they're too small and would be too boring to watch. So ones that I will not be showing will be Odysseus, this mine train. It's a mine train, it literally just meanders around, so what's the point of showing it? Medusa, which is it's basically the kiddie coaster of the park. And what's the other one? Perseus. I won't be showing this either, okay? I will not be showing any of these, okay, because they're smaller and y'all probably wouldn't care to see those. The rest, I'm going to show the rest of them. I'm going to work my way from front to back, starting with Ares. Well, the one we'll do last will be the weirdest ride in the park, which is by far this. This is a Sky Loop, I think it's the type of mode. It's by Mauer. That's the company that makes them. And it's called Hydro. We're going to do that last, so we're going to start off with Ares, the RMC hybrid coaster. So let's go. Gotta put it in test mode. Let's go. Alright, so this is Ares. So, oh, I don't know why I have it at that position. Alright. I have a minute glass. I wonder, right here. I should use it each time we're going up a little to see how long it takes. So, how's y'all's day been? This isn't the only slow little we'll be waiting on. There's another one on Zeus. That is the biggest roller coaster in the park. Well, that little will take even longer because it's the tallest coaster in the park. Alright, here we go. Ares. Trick track double up. Mini head choppers here. That one looked like, if you were holding your hands up right there, I feel like you'd hit those. I don't think the clearance was wide enough there, but that's just the way it did it on Planet Coaster. It's a game, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. I should turn off notifications, except for the ones that tell me that rides are breaking down. So that was Ares, the RMC hybrid. Now we are going to be going to the next closest one, which is Aphrodite. Never mind, it's broken down. Is there a mechanic nearby? No. I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to ride something else, and then I'll come back to it, okay? We'll come back to it while he's fixing that. So let's go ride Hades, the launch coaster. Oh, here we go. We don't have to test it. There's one already going. So it's a launched B&M sit down. Here we go. Hades. I think this is the first roller coaster I put in this park. Okay, so that was Hades. Alright, Aphrodite should be fixed. It is. Oh, he's leaving. It took him that long to fix it. I rode an entire ride. It won't say it's open until he leaves the station, which is kind of annoying. Can you walk faster than that? Okay. Okay, let's go. Aphrodite. The Aerodynamics Custom Looper. It's red because Aphrodite's the goddess of love, and the trains are pink. What's that noise? Oh, there's a ride right next to me. Alright, here we go. So we're going through... I can't remember what this... I think it's a pretzel on. I don't know if that's what it's called. It's a bow tie element. That's what it is. So it's like a Batwing, but instead of going the same way you came from, you're going back the other. You're going same. Okay. So double course screw and then a little bit more time. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's the brake run. What was I saying? I was saying, I believe there's only one of these types of elements in the world, or there's only, which is I think on Dragon. Is it Dragon Fire? I think it's no Dragon Mountain. Dragon Mountain at Marineland in Canada has an element like this. So, look, I'm going to compare this to another ride in the same park. So. This right here is the invert called Apollo. And look, it's basically the exact same color scheme as Apollo's Chariot at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, except that's a hypercoaster. This is an invert. But see, this is a Batwing. So you go on this side, and when you come back out of it, you go back the same, like this same way. On here, it's similar, except instead of coming back this way, you go the other way. So this is a bow tie element. Doesn't. I guess it kind of looks like a bow tie. And this is a Batwing. So speaking of Batwing, we're probably going to do this ride next. So I opened up after. So let's ride Apollo, the invert. Why not? Oh, it's broken down, of course. Every ride we go to is going to be broken down. There's no mechanic nearby. Like we did for Aphrodite, I'm going to ride something else and then wait on that to open. So let's ride... Hercules is broken down too. Every ride is broken down! Why? There's a mechanic going to it. Jeezums. Let's just wait on... Apollo's about to open up anyway. Maybe we could ride, maybe we could go on. Let's ride Pegasus, okay? The wing coaster. Pegasus. This was the second roller coaster I added. Aphrodite, the one we just rode before this, was one of the later ones I added, actually. I think the last roller coaster I put in here was the Kiddie Coaster, which is Medusa. So far, this is the second B&M we're doing. We're about to do another B&M after this, which is Apollo the Invert, and then we'll probably do Zeus, which is the fourth B&M in the park. It's the hyper coaster. So, yeah. Alright, so, wing over drop. Tunnel, I had to make an arch there to put that in. Zero G roll. Devilman. Near miss right there, and then dive through. But that's the last inversion on the ride. The rest is just a bunch of turns. But it's a wing coaster. You fly on the outside of the track, and Pegasus is the horse with wings, so yeah. Okay, so now we are gonna ride Apollo, the invert. Yep. Apollo, the sun god. Do any of you like Greek mythology? Like all the Greek mythology stories? I think they're pretty cool. So, we're almost at the top. Let's go! Like most inverts by B&M, there's a pre-drop. Here we go. So, vertical loop. Everyone loves a good loop-de-loop. Zero G roll. Here comes the Batwing, which is basically a dive loop and an implement back-to-back. You enter and exit on the same side. The pretzel, the bow tie element on the custom looper Aphrodite, you enter and exit on the opposite sides. Okay, there's a corkscrew, and then we gotta put in all these turns right here to get it back to the brake run. Oh, I didn't mention that. This isn't an Arctic area, so I know that makes no sense, to be honest, because like there's a certain temperature that roller coasters, like if it gets to a certain temperature, like if it gets too cold, then roller coasters can't operate because it makes them slower, and they'll be way more likely to valley. And plus, riding a roller coaster, especially fast ones, when it's really cold, sucks. I've ridden Goliath at Six Flags over Georgia. It was like 40 degrees out. At the end of the ride, I thought my hands were gonna fall off because I did not wear gloves. We didn't expect it to be so cold that day, but I thought I was gonna get severe frostbite. It sucked. So we're going to do the other B&M. Luckily, it's already going up the lift hill, so we're going to switch to the train that's going up the lift hill. And because this lift hill normally takes forever, so I'm glad it's already going up. Did I open Apollo back up? I don't remember. I did. So this is Zeus. The biggest roller coaster in the park has to be called Zeus. The god of all gods. King of the gods, right? It looks like a Giga, but it's not. It's a Hyper. It's not quite at the 300-foot range. Here we go. It's about to go through the hubless Ferris wheel. Yep. Right through it. Okay, that was Zeus. So now, now we got. Okay, yeah, that is open. Okay. So now we are gonna do Hercules. It broke down again. Are you kidding me? Get back to work. Okay. So I gotta put a mechanic here because he's walking away. He's not gonna fix it. We have to fix the dang thing. These rides break down way too often, I swear. Okay, while we're waiting on that, let's ride Athena. The GCI wooden coaster. Now, this is honestly going to be one of the more disappointing rides because the pacing on this one is very off. Like the wooden coasters in this game have pacing issues where like you have a super big hill and then the next hill is like way smaller and it still goes slow. This ride has a lot of slow moments on it. Look, the first element after the drop we're gonna go to is about the height that we were at right now, and look how much we gotta go, and it'll go slower through it. See that? It gets worse. Okay. So that's a pretty good airtime moment. That's probably the best moment on the ride. Right there. It gets pretty slow right here. Look at this. Look at that. See that? It's gonna go slower right here too. Well, that was Athena. Okay, Hercules better be fixed. Okay, it is. Okay, Hercules, the other wooden roller coaster in the park. In my opinion, the better of the wooden coasters. This one has pacing issues too, but not as bad as these. But one thing I had to do is that this thing somehow didn't have enough speed to make it back to the station, so I had to add a second lift hill at the end of the ride. This part goes pretty slow, but at least it's before the lift hill, so it's fine. See this right here? That is a lift hill. I had to get another lift hill right here to get it back up to the station. So Hercules. Everyone has probably heard of Hercules before. Especially since Disney made a movie about Hercules. He's a demigod. Half god, half human. Let's go. Here we go. After a long lift till later. So there's a pretty cool air time coming up. It's after this. See, the pacing on this one is slightly better than... Look at that right there. That drop off right there. That in the back row you'd probably go flying, but it starts getting a bit slower here. Again, these hills are way lower to the ground than those previous ones, and look, it starts going slower here. Especially this one here. I think it makes up for it in the first half where it's going pretty fast. But the second half of this ride is kind of slow. Athena, like, every high moment in the ride went slow. So yeah, I had to add another lift hill because I couldn't make it back up to the top. So yeah, that was Hercules. So, how many do we have left? We have 2 more. And the 2 roller coasters that we have left to do are the 2 weirdest rides in the park. So, we have a single rail called Cyclops. It's broken down. And then we have the Sky Loop, which literally the lift hill goes in like this. And that's Hydra. We'll do that one last. So let's... Well, we might have to do the single rail one last since it's broken down. So mechanic nearby. There's one right there, but he's going to take forever, so I'm not waiting on him. Get in there and fix it. It's right there. So, after I'm done, y'all can, after the end of this video, y'all can go in the comment section and type in what your favorite roller coaster was. I think my favorite is probably either Zeus or, honestly, Hades, because those, like, the pacing was just right and there weren't too many funky transitions on them. There is a couple on Zeus, but them. And also, there was nothing wrong with the pacing on Ares, but there were some turns and stuff that didn't look quite right. My least favorite is probably Athena. That was a big disappointment for me with the pacing. So this one should be good now. So this is the RMC single rail coaster. This would be a T-Rex. There's not a T-Rex model out yet. There are Raptors, but those are smaller. Those don't have, like, they have literally 1 seat in each row. And the track is literally like this, really thin. See, this one is about as wide as a normal track. The Raptors, the rails are the size of like half of a track. They're half the width of this. close to hitting those supports there. Okay, the last ride of the video is going to be Hydra, the Mauer Sky Loop. These rides are made by the same company that made the roller coaster Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket at Universal Studios in Orlando. These are probably better than Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, though, to be honest, because of how weird they are. You literally start off with 2 inversions back to back, including the lift hill. The lift hill counts as an inversion. I know, weird. That was a cool airtime moment there. Cut back. And I think this ride has the exact same layout as Abismo at Parque Attractions in Madrid, Spain. It's Parque Attractions, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Because I know there's Parque Warner and then Spain with their amusement park names. Like, you have like Germany and Italy, which have names that are which are much easier to pronounce, like Europa Park, Phantasialand, Hansa Park, Mirabilandia, Gronalund. Gronalund is in Sweden. Never mind. No, yeah. If y'all know the amusement parks over in Europe, then y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah. But then you have the ones in Spain. Parque. But there is PortAventura, and that one's pretty easy to pronounce. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Let me know which roller coaster you liked the most. Personally, I probably like Zeus the best, but that's just my opinion. I think it looks the best, and it's also like the tallest, and it looks really cool in the skyline of the park. So that's gonna be it for this video. I'll see you next time, roller coaster gamers. #ShutUpNotifications. Bye.